Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, July 15th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I listen to where my feelings are supporting me on breaking through to the other side. And let us just start with a little smoke, a little clearing, a little support in this energy. Because it's a lot and we've been feeling it, and today we reached the peak of it. And let me just say, okay, so my human self feels very blah humbug about this energy. I would like it to just go away. And my higher self is like, so I'm going to explain to you the part. We have Uranus conjunct Mars today, and this is always a very dynamite combination. Uranus is highly electrical, and Mars is ready with a trigger reaction. And so this combination can be bombastic. I used to be really into fixed star astrology. A lot of people are talking about the star algo with this. I didn't like fixed star astrology because, like, all the stars are bad, and then there's a few ones that are great. And I just wasn't into the good or the bad. But I do feel like beyond the good or bad, algo can show us some of our shadow energies that exist still within us. And if you're feeling rage, frustration, anger, not that any of these things are shadow, it's how we react with them that can be shadowy, right? If you're feeling them come up, some of these feelings that you're experiencing are things that are keeping you from your breakthrough. These are energies that need to be faced with you or faced in you so you can break on through to the other side. Right before I recorded, that's what this song came on. I was like, and I pulled this card. I'm like, yes, that is the energy of Uranus. Even though it triggers us, it frustrates us, it makes things topsy-turvy and seemingly messes things up, what it's trying to help us do is liberate us in the places that we're stuck. And we humans hold on to the stuck things like, no! So, again, anything you're feeling right now, it's good. It's showing you what you need to work on. Now, Mars is an extra oomph, an extra kick in the pants in this energy, in this case, where you can align your actions with your values. We have Uranus and Mars in Taurus in the sign of our values. So you can align your actions with what you value, or you can find yourself repeating old patterns. And this is where the breakthrough can happen for us. Now, this connection is happening at 26 degrees, which is 8 energy. And 8 energy is about your personal responsibility. So, in your breakthrough, in your taking new layers and levels of responsibility, you can have some major breakthrough happening in regards to whatever it is. Of course, you can look where Taurus is in your chart, and that can show you where you've got to get moving, got to keep moving. We've got the awareness card there. But in general, this is going to be around money, our worth, values. I think that there's a lot of what's going to happen to the earth energy tied up in this astro and in this connection. Good luck to all of us in this, because I'm feeling it really strongly. Like, I feel it like this because this energy is currently opposite my Uranus. And so it's very, like, nervous system tending for me. You may have something else at 26 in your astro that's kind of like pushing these lessons. It's always great to know what's going on in your astro in regards to what's going on in the sky currently. So, I wish I could say that this was just going to end on Monday morning, because they reached their peak of connection at 7:05 a.m. Mars is not all that slow, so Mars will begin moving on from Uranus. But the moon in Scorpio is like, no, I want to dig a little bit more and bring a little bit more stuff up. So on Tuesday, looks like Tuesday afternoon, we are going to have the moon connecting with both Uranus and Mars. And so that energy is going to extend this. So you might feel like, phew, okay, made it through. All right, let's keep chugging along. Just recognize if there's something that you haven't faced, that moon in Scorpio, power issues, control issues, paranoid feelings within yourself, fearful energies, any and all of that could potentially come up with the moon moving through. And I wish I could say, okay, and then that's it, phew, for the week. But then, the sun comes through and, wants to connect to these energies. And then we have a full moon coming at the end of this week. Full moon coming early Sunday morning. And this full moon is very close in contact with Pluto. So this is a transformational week in general. We're kicking it off strong, and we are finishing it up strong. So I encourage you to breathe deeply this week and see if you can react differently, and see if you can notice what is coming up for transformation, what is coming up for liberation, what is coming up for evolution in yourself, because it is through our individual evolution, revolution processes. Why is there a thumbs up? Did you see the thumbs up? There was a thumbs. I did not do that, unless my little clicky thing did that. I don't know why it did that. That is so strange. You'll have to tell me if a thumbs up just happened there, or if that was just the universe being like, yeah, you got this, Mimi, all of you. But yeah, the evolution revolution, it's happening. Now, again, I also wish that I could say that the rest of the day was like piece of cake. The rest of the day is not a piece of cake. We have Mercury and Saturn in an inconjunct. To me, this is breeding some miscommunications. This may even be miscommunications within ourselves about our personal responsibility. This could be miscommunications based on triggers and traumas that we have around our inner child. This can be misunderstandings, miscommunications based on how we see things through an ego perspective. So we have that going on. We have some healing going on. I love this. We have the Sun square Chiron. That's not the love part. The love part is they are meeting at 4:44 a.m. Pacific time. So that's an angel number. Angels are here with us, supporting us. Call on them for help. Sun square Chiron. And this is really interesting in light of the rest of the astro, because Sun in Cancer can be like, I'm comfortable here, even though it's uncomfortable, I'm just going to stay here. And Chiron in Aries is like, here's that song again. It came through before when I was showing the the awareness card. I don't even know the lyrics. Ain't nothing going to break my stride. Ain't nothing going to slow me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. Chiron in Aries is saying, I've got to keep on moving. We have to move through this place where we feel comfortable that is no longer good for us. We have to work on this breakthrough. So watch again where you find yourself distinctly uncomfortable today, because this is, or even a little too comfortable, like hiding out. This is where just a little bit of breath as part of your expansion can help. But watch for where wounded feelings coming up, because again, this is going to help show you your process, and it's part of that work. That disharmony you're feeling inside or outside, it's all part of the work, and it's going to be individual. The moon is also going to be squaring Mercury. Feeling the inner child is feeling a little bit misunderstood, and the ego wants to protect the inner child, but the ego is just prolonging the effect. So watch for that. Your inner child wants the truth. Your inner child wants to heal truly. One lovely connection today, lovely, is the moon and Saturn in a trine. It's so funny, all these references that come up. Calvin and Hobbes, when I was a child, was my favorite comic. And gosh, I'm picturing it. I don't even know what it was, but there was something in the comic that was like singing about feelings. It even has a song that goes with it in my head. Feelings, nothing more than feelings, is what I'm seeing. This day is going to be filled with the feels. These feels are not bad. Process them and be willing to work with them. This is part of that said responsibility. And some of these feelings go deep. Some of them are ancestral. Some of them are from multiple lifetimes. So just be aware. The good news is, again, nothing's breaking our stride. We are moving in this. We're moving towards this breakthrough. Take your inner voice with you. Listen to your intuition to support you. Your intuition is going to support you where your mind may want to follow its own already known patterns. This is pattern breaking astro. And I know there's a lot going on out there, and it's really easy to focus out there and what's going on out there now. Everything out there is a reflection in here. Bring it back here, because here is where the changes are. I need to say it to myself and everybody else a million times. Here's where the changes really do happen. So if you are upset with it out there, keep coming back here, because here is where we're making these changes. Not really very much smoke coming from that anymore. Last card, the ripeness. Just like that thumbs up that randomly happened in there, the ripeness card is like, don't worry about this. You've got this. It'll be mildly uncomfortable. You'll make it through. So, we ready for this. Whew. I was thinking about offering a little service, and I would like to know if anybody would be interested in this. I had somebody the other week was messaging me and just needed just a tiny support. They didn't need a full reading. And I would love to do, like $20, like a few minutes of texting back and forth, mini supports. For those of you who want a little check-in, a little support, but don't need the full reading. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, because it felt helpful, and it felt just like the little path shift, and sometimes that's what we need. You can always purchase a bigger path shift if you're struggling. Email me to book a reading, and besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are. For you are the solution. Namaste.